Welcome to ESPN's Expert Footy Tips for AFL Round 14. I'm Mark McVeigh. Well, last week, wasn't it sensational? Melbourne got up, the Giants got up, and it has really opened up the AFL season. But let's kick it straight off for Round 14 on Friday night. It's Richmond versus Sydney Swans. Can the Tigers get out of the gutter? They are struggling. They are trying to claw back some wins with the Swans. They love the MCG. They've played there in big games. I think the Swans will go there and absolutely dominate the Richmond Footy Club. Flip over to Saturday, and it's Port versus the Western Bulldogs at Adelaide Oval. The Western Bulldogs had an amazing win against the Pies. No one thought they could do it, but Port Adelaide, they are the team of the competition. Narrowly losing to the Sydney Swans at the SCG by 4 points. They're on their home turf. They should win easily against the Western Bulldogs. Hawthorn versus Collingwood at the MCG. An absolute blockbuster. 85,000 people will turn up to this game. Collingwood have not got a great record against the Hawks in recent years. In fact, they've lost the last 4 games against them. I think the Hawks will be too strong yet again. Geelong versus the Gold Coast Suns. Well, this is a game that I'm really looking forward to. Geelong were beaten by Sydney Swans a couple of weeks ago by 100 points. This game is up on the Gold Coast home deck, and I think Gold Coast will have an upset and beat the Geelong Footy Club. Fremantle versus Brisbane. Not much to say here. Brisbane struggling, beaten by the Giants last week. Fremantle in Perth should win easily. Essendon versus Adelaide. I think this is going to be a close game. Both clubs need the win. They need to finish in the top 8. It is at Etihad Stadium, but with all the problems going on at the Bombers, I think Adelaide will win in a close one. Sunday, Giants versus Carlton at Spotless Stadium. The Giants are full of confidence. Carlton are not. I think the Giants will beat them on their home turf against the Carlton Footy Club. Saints versus West Coast at Etihad. Well, the Saints are having a nightmare of a season and it continues. They are in a rebuild and we understand that. But I think West Coast should win the game at Etihad Stadium. And finally, twilight, Melbourne versus North Melbourne. North Melbourne have been really disappointing in recent weeks. We all think and hope they're going to make the final 8, but they keep losing games they probably shouldn't. And I think again, the Melbourne Footy Club will create an upset and beat the North Melbourne Football Club. Okay, my tips for round 14 are Sydney, Port Adelaide, Hawthorn, Gold Coast, Fremantle, Adelaide, the Giants, the West Coast Eagles and the Melbourne Demons.